Today we're pitting the entire current Feastables lineup against popular name brands and seeing if they're a worthy competitor.
Now for round number 1, we're gonna see if Deez Nutz slap harder than Reese's. Now I love the branding of this MrBeast bar.
Yeah, they definitely went for it with the color comparison.
Yeah, they definitely look like, you can definitely tell what they're trying to do with this, you know? Let's see like the difference between the fillings. All right, so it doesn't look like much inside, to be honest.
Yeah, it's very minimal.
All right, well, I guess neither does this. You can't see anything. Let me see if I can break again. There you go.
I say we start with Feastables.
That's a good idea. And you want you want Reese's? There you go. You want Feastables? All right, let's try it.
I'm searching for the peanut butter a little bit more than I would like to be. It's the same problem I have with a Reese's Thin. You know, it's like speaks more to the chocolate than it does to the peanut butter. It speaks a lot more to chocolate than the peanut butter in that bar.
Absolutely, I do like the touch of salt, but all in all, I think that it's okay. Are you getting a slight burnt flavor to it too?
I was not.
I was getting a little bit. Let's try this.
Those are not comparable.
No.
Look, I gotta show you the filling in this. You see how much peanut butter's in there? I guess I should mention is the fact that it's like 2 times the size of the Feastables. But my goodness, this hits so hard. It's so much sweeter, it's so much saltier. The chocolate is so much smoother. It's amazing. I don't even think that we really need to award a winner, but let's do it anyways on the count of 3.
All right, 3, 2, 1, Reese's.
All right, for round 2, we are doing chocolate chip cookies, and Feastables is going up against Chips Ahoy Original.
Yeah, now these things are funny looking. They're so little.
They look like a mix between dog food and what's the cereal? Cookie Crisp?
Yeah, Cookie Crisp. That's actually a pretty good comparison. It looks like a mega Cookie Crisp.
Exactly.
All right, let's give it a shot.
It's a decent snackable cookie.
I think it's okay. It's definitely reminiscent of a Chips Ahoy.
The texture is pretty interesting. It's not very buttery. It's not what you want out of like a good chocolate chip cookie, like out of the oven, but I don't think it's bad. Like I said, it feels like a snack cookie.
Yeah, I think the best part of it is the chocolate chips. Honestly, the texture is slightly what I imagine a dog biscuit to be. But let's try the Chips Ahoy.
I feel like this sounds like we're trying to hate on Feastables.
No.
We really have been wanting to try them and just not.
Been very curious for a long time. Let's try the Chips Ahoy. All right. This is what I think. The flavor on the Feastables is significantly better, but the texture of the Chips Ahoy is significantly better.
Yeah, they're a little bit crispier, which I do enjoy. I typically gravitate towards a chewy cookie, but the Chips Ahoy Original, I do like the crispiness of it. But the flavor is a lot more prevalent on the Feastables.
I'm so curious if we're gonna come out to the same decision here, because this was, I actually find to be a very difficult one to make.
Yeah, now obviously there are better brands of chocolate chip cookies out there, but I feel like these are comparable, and I've got my decision.
All right, 3, 2, 1, Feastables. I honestly cannot believe that Feastables took it over Chips Ahoy, but let's see how they do against Jolly Rancher with the gummy candy. Now we have the sour blue raspberry, but we also have the sour green apple. Where do you want to start?
Let's do blue ras first.
All right. These things, the Feastables are so sticky.
Yeah, now we are notorious for not being huge gummy candy guys, so I do feel like this is going to be a very unbiased opinion.
Yes, now the dark ones were the Feastables that you just saw. Now let's see how they are.
For a gummy candy, I really like the texture. I like the blue ras flavor. I just wish that it wasn't sour.
Yeah, I was gonna say a little too sour for me, but the texture on them is actually fantastic.
Yeah.
Like I really like the texture of this. All right, now let's see how Jolly Rancher does.
That is everything I don't like about a sour gummy candy.
Yep.
The texture is a bit denser. The flavor tastes like a chemical and is all around unpleasant to me.
I could chew that all day long. The one thing I do like more about it than the Feastables is that it's less sour.
It is a little bit less sour. You are right. And so I like that about it. But other than that, I could chew that all day. Okay, so here's the sour green apple. Of course, this is the Feastables again. And then this is the Jolly Rancher in this hand. Between the sour blue raz, I think I'm giving that round to Feastables. Oh, 100%. But we will go with the sour green apple. Is that what it is?
Yep.
Sour green apple, and then we will determine who wins. My fingers are so sticky.
They're so sticky.
That is a very jelly-like gummy. You know what I mean?
It's still too sour for me, but it is a dream after the Jolly Rancher ones that we just had.
Yeah, they're killing it on the texture. I do have to say, they were very expensive for how small this pack is. But as of right now, they're impressing me with the gummy candy.
Yeah, seriously. Well, let's see how the green apple one is from Jolly Rancher.
I do have something good to say about this one. That is the exact sour green apple flavor that you anticipate out of a green apple candy.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of like a Dum Dum Pop. Like,
It just reminds me of a green apple Jolly Rancher, which I love the green apple Jolly Ranchers when I was a kid.
Yeah, the Feastables manages to have a little bit more of a natural component in terms of flavor compared to how truly artificial candy flavor that green apple is. But overall, I think it's a clear winner between these two.
120%. 3, 2, 1, Feastables.
So we're on to some classic simple chocolate bars, and we are going MrBeast versus Hershey's.
Yes, the classic Hershey's bar versus MrBeast chocolate bar, which he is trying to take over. I think he said that before, that he would like pay money if you like got rid of your Hershey's bars. Now, the one thing that I must say is that about the Hershey's bar is that it's easier to split up. If you want to share this, it's much easier than this thing.
And we are starting with the classic milk chocolate bars.
All right, starting with MrBeast again?
Yes.
All right.
It's a very mellow milk chocolate, right?
It's not bad. It actually shares a similar kind of waxy quality to a traditional Hershey's bar, don't you think?
Let's try the original Hershey's bar again. I'll let you know.
All right. The edge that the Hershey's has is in the sweetness. It's just a little bit sweeter and a little bit stronger in flavor. They are very similar textures, though.
Texturally, surprisingly similar, but like you said, the Hershey's has that bit extra sweetness and bit of extra overall flavor. The one thing is, eating it back to back, I do get a little bit of that unpleasant flavor that people talk about in a Hershey's bar.
Yeah.
I don't find it to be off-putting, but it is interesting. But between the two, I do have a preference.
Me too. Do you want to say that on the count of 3?
Yeah, sure.
3, 2, 1, Hershey's. But it's by a razor thin margin, honestly. I think that they're pretty even.
I think if you don't like the sweetness, or do you think that a traditional Hershey's bar is too sweet, or you don't like the flavor, that the Feastables is a decent option.
Yeah, absolutely. But the next up, we're going to do their dark chocolate options, because Feastables has the milk chocolate, but then they describe their original chocolate on the website to be a darker chocolate, and so we're going to be putting that up against the special dark Hershey's, you know, just like the classic OG special dark. That. In the Feastables, it looks exactly like the milk chocolate bar, so I don't need to show you.
Did we mention the fact that it was very difficult to find Feastables bars that weren't broken?
No, yeah, it was very, very difficult. Like, we're like picking them out of the box, and there's like, it's broken, it's broken, it's broken. We tried to find all of them that weren't broken, but apparently we got some that were broken. I'm going to say something that will shock viewers of this channel, because everyone knows we're not dark chocolate guys. I prefer that over the milk chocolate MrBeast bar.
They are absolutely correct in saying that it is a darker chocolate.
Yeah.
Something about it is better than the milk chocolate bar, though. The original chocolate MrBeast bar is better than the milk chocolate, in my opinion.
It has a lot more flavor. I feel like that would be a great s'mores chocolate bar.
But let's put it side by side, the special dark, and see how this is. I am blown away that I think both of these companies are doing dark chocolate better than milk chocolate.
I can't believe it either. And actually, those are far more comparable than I thought they would be.
Yeah, that Hershey Special Dark, I'm surprised by it right now. And I do like the thickness of this. Is the king size bar. It's a little bit thicker.
and it's really nice, and it does completely remove that kind of unpleasant flavor that a Hershey's bar can have. I have my winner between those two, though.
Yeah, before we get there, I will just say that if you are someone who doesn't like Hershey's, these are, or not that you don't like them, but don't like that subtle flavor in there that a lot of people don't like. The MrBeast bars are a great option because they taste very similar, but without that little other flavor.
Yeah, but at the same time, there are a lot of high quality chocolate bars that aren't that far from this price, the price that Feastables does charge.
Yes.
But again, I think that they're more comparable with Hershey's, and I have my winner.
Yes, 3, 2, 1, Hershey's.
So Hershey's took it over Feastables for the traditional chocolate bars. Let's see how Feastables does against the Crunch Bar.
Yes, we're gonna give them two opportunities because we basically have their dark chocolate with the quinoa, which is kind of supposed to be a little bit like a Crunch Bar, but then they have their milk chocolate one, which is like identical to the Crunch Bar.
Yeah, so branding and everything is very much on point with the Crunch Bar.
Yeah, so these are both of the Feastables one. Of course, this is the one with the quinoa, but they both have like that similar texture in the back. But then this one, which is the Crunch from Feastables, against the Crunch Bar.
The quinoa was the original, right? That's the one that came out with their first few options.
Yeah, and with their like Feastables are definitely supposed to be like a little bit healthier of an option as well, which is cool. So let's see how the quinoa does. The texture of that bar is awesome, and again, I'm surprised that their dark chocolate is that good. Yeah, in my opinion, it tastes like a dark chocolate Crunch Bar, and I really like it. And I actually really like the sturdiness of these smaller bars because the regular size bars are very, very thin. These are a little bit thicker, so they've got like a heft to them. They're a bit more sturdy. I like the bite into the chocolate bar much more on this.
Yeah, and also for the fact that their bars don't have like good rivets for breaking apart and sharing for their bigger bars or for like saving some or having a little bit now and then. I think that this bar is a great size.
Yeah, well, let's see how the milk chocolate is. That is the only way I'll buy a MrBeast bar again, is the small ones. It's just so much more satisfying biting into this.
I couldn't agree more. I'm struggling to tell if I have a preference between the textural elements of those bars though, because I actually kind of like the more firm crisp of the quinoa than a little bit more airy crisp of the Crunch Bar. I don't know. I think they're kind of on an even playing field.
Yeah, for me personally, I like the milk chocolate Crunch Bar more so than the quinoa one.
Both very good.
Yep, let's try this one. That is superior in all ways.
I'm disappointed. I was so impressed by the Beast Bar's crunch options that I actually kind of wanted them to win. But biting into the Crunch Bar after those, the actual Crunch Bar texture, the textural element, is somewhere between those two. The quinoa, like how crunchy and crispy that is and how aerated that one is.
Right in between.
It's kind of like right in between. And then the chocolate itself, I don't know if you'll agree, but there's almost this vanilla note in the chocolate. I don't know if it's actually vanilla, but that's kind of the way that I can describe it. That is so pleasant.
And a little bit sweeter. But I would say if you're not having them side by side, the MrBeast one is an excellent option. I would encourage you to get that. But for me, I have a winner. 3, 2, 1, crunch. All right, so we're back to the cookies with peanut butter chocolate chip, and this round's gonna be Feastables versus Pillsbury.
Pillsbury was the only peanut butter chocolate chip cookie that we could find in Walmart today.
Yes, well, the only one that didn't have Reese's cups in it, at least.
Exactly, yeah. But even the peanut butter actual base.
Yeah. All right, now we're back to the very dog biscuit looking cookies.
The odd texture of a Feastables cookie surprisingly works fantastic with the peanut butter flavor.
I 100% agree. It is one of those things that I'm like, for some reason enjoying, but for some reason perplexed by. So I would eat that entire bag in one sitting, just being like, do I like this? Do I not like it? Do I love it? Do I not like it? I don't know.
Pillsbury.
I'm a soft baked cookie kind of guy, but those are just okay.
Yeah, the peanut butter flavor isn't nearly as strong as in the Feastables.
No.
The texture's okay. It's chewy, but in kind of like a perplexing way, not like a like a nice gooey cookie.
Like a really like nice soft homemade cookie.
For me, it's a clear winner.
Yeah, neither of them are amazing though, to be honest, but I do have a winner.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, Feastables.
So that means Feastables, with their cookies, has won over both name brand options, but they've yet to win a chocolate round. So we are back with dark chocolate bars with sea salt, and they're going up against Lindt because that's the only dark chocolate bar with sea salt that they had at Walmart today.
Yeah, we wanted to pit them up against like only Hershey's and stuff, like, or Hershey's like owned companies, but this is Hershey didn't have anything with salt. All right, let's try. We're starting with the Feastables. Dude, yes. Get that way before you get the original MrBeast bar. If you're getting the regular MrBeast bar, get the one with the added sea salt. It's so much better.
The one with sea salt is amazing. The way that salt creeps in as it just settles on your tongue is amazing. I mean, the way that the people that we are, like if you give me the option of caramel or sea salt caramel, I'm going with the sea salt. And I think it's the same way with dark chocolate. Comment down below if you agree that salt makes sweets better.
Just a little bit better, yeah.
While you're at it, please make sure to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go to Lindt.
All right, let's try it. No. I feel like this is kind of unfair.
I was rooting for Feastables here. Don't ask me why, but I feel like they've become an underdog in the chocolate round, and I was kind of rooting for them now.
Especially because with the Crunch Bar, we were very impressed with the Feastables Crunch Bar. And I'm very, very impressed with this chocolate sea salt bar. But unfortunately, it's up against one that's just a little bit too good.
It's so creamy. This Lindt bar is so creamy for a dark chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
One thing I will say though, the Beast Bar, the chocolate, does kind of come in a little bit harder. It kind of like hits you a little bit more aggressive, and I do like that. But
this one's got a slight browniness to it. It's got like a slight like brownie kind of chocolate to it.
It does, but I think we have to award the winner.
3, 2, 1, Lindt.
Okay, Feastables, you get one more chance in the chocolate department, and this time with chopped almonds.
Yes, we're rooting for you now, Feastables. We want you to win.
And they're going up against Hershey's again with the special dark with almonds.
Yes, now this is the Hershey's one right up on top, and then this is the MrBeast bar. They both look equally as loaded with the almonds.
Now, again, at this point, we're pretty much, we are rooting for Feastables here, but they need to make the thicker, their chocolate bars thicker.
Yes, absolutely. If they were the same width as like their miniature bars, I think that they would be way better than they are.
Exactly.
That's another one I really like.
But like I said, if they could make that chocolate bar a bit thicker, they'd be able to get bigger pieces of almond in there, and I feel like I'd be getting a little bit of more of that almond flavor.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so far, out of all of the Beast bars, the only one that I'm not that into was the Deez Nutz one. Other than that, I feel like they're doing a really good job with the chocolate bars.
Yeah, pretty good.
Let's try it.
You're getting so much more texture and so much more flavor from those almonds with the fact that they're able to be in bigger chunks.
The crispiness of those almonds is substantially more, they're just substantially more crisp than the ones in the MrBeast bar.
And I just have to say it, Hershey's has surprised me today with their dark chocolate.
Absolutely, their milk chocolate is exactly what I thought it was. The special dark is surprisingly amazing, and it hurts me, it's heartbreaking for me to say this, but 3, 2, 1, Hershey's. So is Feastables better than all of the most popular brands? Not quite, but are they doing some things really well? I'd say yeah, they are.
Yeah, I mean, they managed to make a gummy candy that I would eat again, which says a lot. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you again real soon.